Hey everybody, Christian here at 779 Off Grid. I just wanted to take a minute to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, but also show you a really cool addition that I made to the homestead this last couple days. Something I've been wanting to do for probably a couple years now. I always thought they were a great idea, and I finally had the opportunity to pick one up that was in my price range and finally installed it. So here is the Wood Doctor. It's an older unit, but it is made in Canada. And this one here is actually the smallest one that they made. It's called an SW15. They say it's good for 100,000 BTUs, which works out for me because when they do the heat load calculation on my house, that's actually what it comes out to, is about 100,000 BTUs are needed to heat it. This one here I picked up used from a guy just east of Edmonton, and it's been sitting around for about 9 or 10 months now. So finally it was in place, but I finally got it installed to where I want it. So it's not that big. I was able to move it with my skid steer, and it holds about 150 gallons of water. And I've connected it to my wood boiler with what's called Rhino Flex, and it's an insulated line that goes underground that will keep your PEX lines dry, but also keep them insulated. They claim only 1 degree Fahrenheit of heat loss per 100 feet of line. So inside here, we got all the controls. So on the left side is like the thermostat, and I set it to 100, and I don't know if you can see that, but 160. And then this is the high limit, and it'll basically cut air to the burn box, so it'll basically stop burning. And then this is the burn box here. So first time using it last night, I filled it up. I mean, I just put all the wood that we've been using, or all the wood that we had extra around the acreage as we built the house, and I filled it up last night at about 7:30, and I still had embers this morning at around 8:30, so I was able to light the fire up again this morning quite easily. So anyways, I just want to show you guys that, and I was also going to show you the inside installation as well. So let's take a look. So I had this boiler board built for me by a company called Tamas Hydronic Systems in Calgary, and it took a while for me to decide to go that route. I wanted to design something myself, kind of cobble something together that was inexpensive, and I had an idea in my head of how I wanted to do it. But I'm really glad that I had somebody build this out, because it was what I was going to do probably would have been something that would have worked, but not as efficient as this. So on the top here, I've got a propane boiler that takes care of heating the house and also takes care of my domestic hot water. And below here, I have zone controls for the 3 zones that we have. One is for the garage, which is our house right now. We have one for the greenhouse and one for upstairs. We have in-floor concrete heat in the main floor, and we have staple-up hydronic heat on the second floor. And each one of these pumps will direct heated water to those zones. And so the hot water is made by the boiler and comes down into this loop here, and then depending on which area of the house needs water, one of these pumps is going to come on and direct the water to the right place. Since I have set up the wood boiler, I now am not needing the propane boiler for the house heat, only for the domestic hot water. This here is an addition to the boiler board that ties in to the wood boiler. You can see on this side we have the inlet and the outlet. This comes from the wood boiler outside, and I have a pump that's circulating the water all the time. And I put water in there because it holds about 150 gallons of fluid. You can put a glycol in there, but if you keep the pump running all the time and you keep a fire in there once a day or twice a day, it shouldn't freeze. So anyways, that pump is running all the time, and when there's no demand from the house, that water just gets looped right back to the boiler, gets put back in the boiler, reheated, and then it comes back. And I have that set to about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. But when there is a call for heat from one of the zone controllers down there, this pump comes on and it will pull water from this loop and put it through this heat exchanger. That heat exchanger is connected to this loop, which goes down to the primary, secondary loop back down at the bottom of the boiler that I was showing you earlier. It's got its own pump, it's got isolation valves and everything in here like that. And man, does it ever work slick. If there's 160 degrees here, on this side, I'm getting about 140 degrees. So it transfers heat quite efficiently. And I'm actually really impressed with it. So last night, like I said, we filled up that boiler at 7:30, and not really full even. It was more like I put scraps of wood in there from our build process. 1 o'clock I woke up and the temperature was 157 Fahrenheit, which is great. I woke up again at 4:30 and the temperature was still at 157. So it just sat out there and kept that water warm all night. So really good. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video. I wanted to update everybody on that. It's kind of exciting for me, and I thought maybe there might be people out there that are interested in it as well. If you have any questions, definitely leave it in the comments or give me a thumbs up. Merry Christmas.